YouTube, what's up with y'all, man? Alright, so that's what we got so far with the 68 Impala. We got both of the springs in. All new bushings on upper and lower control arms. New ball joints up and lower. The strut rod right here. It's got new bushings on it. There we go. Right there. So for anybody that's unfamiliar with what the strut arm is for, it's basically a stabilizer for the lower control arm, because the lower control arm connects to the frame at a single point. Not like, say for instance, the lower control arms on a Camaro or a G body where you've got, the two connection points to the frame. This isn't like that. So if you didn't have this strut, what would happen is you would get a lot of back and forth play in that lower control arm, and that wouldn't work out. Took me a while to figure out what it was for, but that's what it's for. You got them on both sides, of course. Then I said to myself, well, why didn't they make it a 2-point contact to the frame on that lower control arm? And I kind of surmised that they did it because of the placement of this steering gearbox. Instead of it being down here where it typically is on, other older vehicles, they stuck it up there. And I'm guessing because of the way the frame is designed or whatever, I don't know, it's just a weird spot for it. Its age is old at this point, but that's where it is. I think the 67s, 66s, 65s, I don't know about 64s or earlier where they are. But it is what it is. So yeah, what else we got going on? We got the stabilizer links in there. We got to clean the rotors off. They got a little oxidated from sitting up in the, inside. Moisture and air got to them, and there you have it. We hit that with some WD-40 and some double out or triple out steel wool. Clean those up. Still got to put the calipers on, connect the brake, the hoses. Still yet need to connect tie rod ends. They're just kind of sitting in place on that steering knuckle. Shocks are in on both sides. Just got to connect them at the bottom to the lower control arm. But yeah, that's what we got, man. New wheel bearings in the rotors. We still need to grease the boots on everything. Get those right. It's really kind of it. Took me about 4 hours to get this spring in. I couldn't get the length right once it was compressed, and when I finally did, I got it sitting on the perch or whatever, and I had to knock it in with a 8-pound sledgehammer. And then on this side over here, it was a bastard. Took me over the course of 3 days, probably 6 hours. Mainly because I get here so late from work, man. It's dark by the time I get home. Leave when it's dark and get home when it's dark. So I was kind of rushing. I didn't want to be out here making all kinds of noise and shit too late. So I was kind of in the press for time. I typically had about an hour, maybe an hour and a half before it got dark. Just kind of trying to keep it respectful for my neighbors, not making too much noise. You know, people come home, they want to relax. So. But I finally got the length right on it yesterday and got the seating right on it. And you would think I would have had this shit down to a science because this is my third set I've done on my cars. But this one was a little bit different. But we got it in there. Damn, it froze my ass off doing it yesterday, but we got it. But yeah. So next up is I'm waiting on radiator mount bushings, radiator support mount bushings. I called the fuse box on sale at Speedway for $187. So I got two of those coming. I got one coming for this car and then another one coming for the 68 in the garage. The Camaro is cool. It's already got the Blade ATC fuses in it, so I don't have to mess with that. That's already all in place and everything. Those bushings are coming. Fuse box is coming. So everything on the inside is gonna have to be rewired under the dash. I got some sensors I gotta order. I've got transmission lines to run from the transmission to the radiator, but they aren't bent right because they came from an old Camaro. So we got to get those figured out and get the right ones in place. Heater hoses, I got to measure up and see what length I need for the return and the end for the heater core. Got to get a heater core, so the climate control box has got to come out. I get a fan. Then we're gonna do the AC delete, so I gotta order that. These heater hoses are two different sizes. One is a 5/8 and the other one is a 3/4. For anybody that needs to know without going to research, I just helped you out. New U-bolts for the rear end, new U-joints for the rear end, rather for the drive shaft. And that's it. All other shit I already mentioned in other videos, but this was the biggest thing I wanted to get done before snow hit the ground and it got too cold to be out here laying down without laying in the snow or slush or whatever the fuck. So that's done. I'm happy. I'm satisfied with that. So, but we working with it, man. We fucking with it when we get time. 68 Impala.